They can hear me. And they can hear you.
Hello, everybody. That's it. No
Well,
Markiplier.
yeah, that'll be the last time. No, it will not be the last time you'll quote Markiplier. You'll quote him to the day you die. Like me with The Simpsons. But welcome, folks, to I'm stretching right here. You can't see it, but you can feel it. I'm stretching. Oh, there we go. There, that cracked my spine. Welcome to episode 183 of the HAC JAC Show. And this time, in our neck of the woods, it's clear skies with few clouds, which means that we can safely stream unlike last week. Oh, good lord.
Yeah, that was bad.
Now, last week we definitely felt that storm approach. The good thing is, on our end of town, we got we just got the heavy rain, but up north and on the north, the opposite end, they had it worse. So we are lucky.
Yeah, I don't talk too much about my job, but mostly because it's just like not on topic. But we have a shack. I pretty much call it a shack as a guard post. As soon as I got that little because even fun fact, even if you do turn off Amber Alert's its own thing. So thankfully the weather alerts still go through.
Sorry,
I got a weather alert.
Yeah, so did you get that tornado warning?
Yeah, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going inside. So I packed up my stuff in my vehicle. I'm like, hopefully my nothing bad happens with my stuff. I'm gonna leave it in the vehicle. I'm not gonna bring it inside. And I just kind of stayed inside for like an hour.
You wanna know what's crazy? Around the time that all of us in our city were given that tornado warning, I was outside. Now here's the thing. Here's the thing. Because at that time when that happened, it was this past Thursday, and on that Thursday evening, I was gonna go to my little brother's band concert at his school. But around that time, that's when the storm was really kicking brewing. Strong winds, rains coming from the side, not going straight down. Just it was like at the hour, like around 6 or 7 p.m. We should still have some sunlight. It was covered in darkness. That's how bad it was. And I was outside. I just made it to his school. I wanted to be there early so I can get a good seat. And I just happened to get out around the time was tornado warning, and I can just see all of and I felt I was in the middle of all of that winds and strong rain as I was rushing from my car to his school trying to seek shelter. And I was gonna text my mother. It's like, hey, you should probably stay home. Weather is really bad. But by the time I sent the text, she was already on her way.
Oh no!
Now, luckily, no incident happened. Nothing of that sort. We're all fine. Just wet. I think the worst that happened, Jack, was that my mother left her phone in the car.
Oh,
that was the worst that happened, and I could tell it annoyed her because every time we have these concerts, she wants to record, for posterity, so she can record it and share it on her social media and probably never watch it again, I assume. But she didn't have it with her, so she was forced to actually have to sit and listen to the band playing instead of focusing on trying to record holding her phone up on portrait mode with the best aspect ratio for any recording. But yeah, so the cool thing was by the time my brother's portion of the concert was finished, and I was heading out. Literally, it was as if by divine miracle. By the time we head out, the clouds dispersed, the rain completely stopped, and it was as if it was a brand new day. It was, and it was the most beautiful thing I saw. And plus, I was like, good, now I can drive safely home for the most part.
It was having that like moment of like it was interesting seeing how the weather was actually moving through because first of all it was pretty sunny and cloudy. You could still see light, and then suddenly darkness. Could not see a thing.
Darkness.
Did the power ever went out on your side?
If it did, I wasn't there to witness it. So, as far as I know, no. So, so what about on your end?
The power went out in the building for my job site, but it quickly went back up because of the generators that we have. Although,
now keep going.
Although it was, from what I heard from my family, is that the lights went off like 4 times in the house. But we still have, of course, obviously, we still have electricity, or I wouldn't be talking to you right now.
Of course, not unless your house is powered by the sheer will of your mind.
By sheer faith.
Yeah,
I got that Godfi.
That's Godfi. That's amazing. It's like you got lo-fi, you got hi-fi, you got Wi-Fi, then there's Godfi. That's where you get the best. That's where you get the best connections. No drops, no lag, no delays in your streaming service. Everything it actually streams on 4K. So yeah, that was just some weather phenomena that just came out of nowhere. Especially since we're halfway done with May, and we're supposed to get all of that rain stuff in April. But whatever, Texas never made sense when it came to weather. I'm just dreading now that when summer officially kicks in, and I'm gonna have to work on those rooftops a lot quicker than usual.
Ugh, and yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but we'll be fine. Oh, has something interesting to tell you, Jack.
Oh,
I have found a new main for Street Fighter 6. I need my secondary main.
Akuma.
No, I'm not Virgo. No. Although I'm definitely gonna try him out when he comes out in what, 2 days, 3 days? I think 3 days.
I think so.
Yeah, by the end of the week.
Yeah,
so,
I think so.
Yeah, and I stream this weekend, so maybe you might give me to do some Akuma action this week, and yeah, you never know. Maybe. I feel like it, but no, it's not Akuma. Let you get another guess. The only thing I'll tell you is that it will be a Street Fighter character you wouldn't think I would pick.
Dawson.
No.
Well, you say wouldn't pick, so
No,
that was my first guess.
it will be one that one you that
my
you
second
think
is it one of the season pass characters?
Yes.
Then is it Ed?
Nope.
No. Okay. Huh. Where are the other ones again? Damn. I don't remember what the other season pass characters were.
Well, I'll tell you the answer. My secondary main is going to be Rashid.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's pretty fun. I like his little interactions with the I wouldn't really say with the little. I'm gonna call it the Dust Devil because that's what it kind of is.
I think it's a gust or whatever. But the I really got drawn to Rashid because I think what 2 weekends ago I placed in Street Fighter 6 for a chill stream, and I did some matches with Ghetto, and we did some casual matches, and eventually, before we got to our mains, we ended up doing a kind of some serious matches with when he picked Lily and I picked Rashid. And he knows his way around a Lily. This was the first time me really using Rashid, and as a culmination, the match just got like it just got serious all of a sudden. Where it's like, nah, we're trying to win now. This ain't about having fun. And as the more I kept using Rashid, I was like, damn, I really like this version of him more than Street Fighter V. And so after that initial time with him, off air, and in the following week that just passed, I spent some time learning the character, learning what his strategy is. Watch one video that kind of breaks down his strengths and weaknesses as a character. And right now I'm still in the learning process, and I know that because I'm losing a lot of matches on ranked, which is not disheartening. It just means I'm still learning. But I'm learning more and more how to kind of use Rashid and all his tools and moves, and I am doing my best to make use of all of his mobility, especially since I can be real. If I get stuck in a corner, I can be really, really, how to put this,
panicky.
Not panicky. I can be really not sneaky. I'm trying to find
Reckless.
Not reckless. I'm trying to find the word I'm looking for is showy. I can be really showy because Rashid has a specific mechanic that he has a specific mechanic in the corner, and that is he can wall jump.
Yeah.
And as well, he has an air attack that gives him an extra bounce in the air. So if I'm stuck in a corner, I can just wall jump at the arc of my jump, do the move to give me an extra bounce, and then I'm already out of the corner, and I'm so high above the air that you can't even Shoryuken me out of it.
The only problem is once when you fight, this happened very often later in I guess in like the ELO brackets, you'll start noticing that people will not so much give you extra room, but they will like crowd you less. They'll crowd you less in that corner because they're expecting that little wall jump.
Yeah, probably so. Once I get higher in the ranks, that trick won't work as much. But it's neat when it's there. And I think right now my only setbacks in learning the character is just muscle memory, trying to get his combos down every time, and especially when and just memorizing his moves, because I kept trying to do his Super R3, which is actually double Hadouken punch. But using Manon for so long has muscle memory to do. If I went to Super R3, is reverse double Hadouken punch. So I kept doing that on instinct, and I'm going, why is this move not coming out? And then I lose the round, only to look up the move again just to make sure, and I'm like, oh, I see. So pretty much,
like,
I have to relearn all my Manon muscle memory, and so I can do Rashid's. Although it is nice to have a character with a projectile, I will admit that.
Yeah, I bet.
Especially one that if I charge it up, I can cover so much ground with his leap.
The only problem is I think it only hits at the heaviest. I think it only hits like 3 or 4 times.
No, if it's so all three of them, the for this little tornado projectile, each of them are different in terms of range. Light goes the farthest.
No, yeah,
Well,
but I meant like holding it down.
no, all no. When you hold it, when you charge them up, they all hit the same.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think they go on the same arc, I believe. But no, they have the same amount of hits, which is about 2 or 3. But really, what it's useful for is that little wind effect that you get after you fully charge, and from there you can use it to either leap forward, um, power up your spinning mixer, or or do other things with your run. So
Yeah.
it's a risk, but if even your opponent blocks your charge projectile, you can then leap forward and go and do and and do a cross mix up with an air medium kick, and there you get a combo there. Or what I've learned is also that light spinning mixer is plus on block and on hit. So even if you block
Mm-hmm.
that attack, I can still grab you. I have enough frames to grab you. Although apparently that doesn't work on Luke, because Luke's has to be the top tier.
Huh. That's weird.
Yep. Whatever. But I'm having a lot of fun with Rashid, and so the next, so who knows, Jack? Next time we play, I might bust him out, and then you have to do a whole new strategy with your DJ.
Oh, I've dealt with Rashid's a little bit easier than Manon's.
Oh, not my Rashid though. Not when I'm done.
We'll see.
We'll
I'm gonna
see.
be looking carefully to see if you don't run yourself into a freaking ult or something.
No, and
Because I have a feeling you're gonna run in like, oh yeah, I got him with this eagle spike, and then you're just like, oh hi, where was that critical art from?
oh,
I did. I don't know if you ever seen it, but I did that before with the freaking Blanca, and you know now with the Street Fighter 6 Blanca balls, they're a little bit quicker,
mm-hmm.
so you kind of have to like more like predict rather than wait.
Right.
And I remember this Blanca ball. This guy, he was spamming them, but weirdly enough, he was doing it when he was burnt out. So I could have easily, knowing now, I could have easily just like ran at him and like, since he would have been, I would have been plus on blocks. I would have been fine, and especially chip damage wise. I decided to be a little dick, and I waited for him to Blanca ball. As soon as I see the flash of a Blanca ball, I went and quickly did my critical art, and it looked funny as hell because it just went directly into my little animation for the critical art. It was beautiful.
There has been a few times where I was, especially when someone jumped at the right angle, and I finally whipped out Rashid's Super Art 1 where he does that flying kick. So
Hmm.
that they have been like, so I've been proud of those moments where I'm like, called it, gotcha, you're mine. Of the only and also I think what I've also done, what was pretty sure, like I think is the common strategy, is once I got a player in the corner, just Super Art 2 is like, all right, here's a tornado for you to deal with. See if you can, so I don't get mixed up with this attack. I which is good. My only problem is I'm not actually mixing up properly. So all my attacks, so the person is still blocking. You know, they get the chip damage, but I need to actually I need to actually do better on confusing the opponent on where I'm gonna hit them when I whip out that tornado super. Uh, and for
Hmm.
the third super art, I just need to combo into it somehow. That's the only way I can make it safe.
I mean, there's a lot of combo trials to have. Some of the easy combo trials have a way to combo into his level 3.
Oh yeah, I think I've done the beginner intermediate ones. So probably next time I play, I'll do the advanced ones.
I don't know why those advanced ones they feel kind of tricky. I
oh
don't know if it's
yeah.
just because of
I
the way I have a hitbox or something, but or like the all button controller, but yeah, it just feels weird.
Oh, speaking of controllers, I finally for Street Fighter 6 for the longest time I was using my little PS5 controller. Mostly cuz it was just prepared for Evo last year, but since we're not going to Evo this year and I have no really reason to use that controller, I went back to using stick, which so I've gained back which has felt very natural for me to return to that controller. But I'm finding a weird issue with my stick, which is probably just age, and that some of my buttons get stuck, and so it's messing up my inputs.
Oh, dang.
And I think it's just age because I had this stick since at least 2016 or 2017, so it has been a good, oh Lord, 8, no, 17, 19, 20.
Well, the good thing is you can probably
About
find
8 or 7 years. So yeah.
some replacement buttons.
Oh, sure. If I want to go, yeah, sure. If I go one of that route, or just get a new stick entirely. Well, I don't really need that. I like the one I have, and plus, I'm not interested in getting any arcade stick that's gonna be like this works on PS5 because it's so interesting getting a PS5 even with the few games that kind of interest me.
Well, the thing is, you might need a stick that works with PS5.
I don't.
Like I'll prefer it to have like a universal at max
Well, at least
because
the one I have, it has a.
Mhm.
I'll try to see the one that has the PC option, which basically the computer reads it as an Xbox controller, so that's fine for me.
Oh, I only say it because like in case if you ever want to go to some kind of event or some other
Well then
like or a different friends.
I can just use the PS5 controller that I already do have. I can adjust to a pad.
I can't. My hands apparently feel I feel like whenever I was a kid, I was able to do these inputs so well. And then like trying to get back into it during Street Fighter 5, specifically on that time, I'm like, oof, I cannot do this anymore. I can't do a simple Shoryuken.
I think I felt that way. I think the last time I felt that way was when I oh I'm trying to think. I think the last time I kind of I felt where like I cannot use these controls to play my fighting game. Although I think it was always the case, but it would have to be trying to play a fighting game on Switch in general because I have the Street Fighter 30th anniversary collection on that system, and
Mhm.
usually I just like to play it and just ooh look spider, it's a little spider, don't worry. And I just usually like to pick up and play it, and well, those Joy Cons, man, those Joy Cons. They're not great for
Yeah.
fighting games. And there's even one time
Mm-mm.
I tried using one Joy-Con on its side to play fighting games. You can do it. I wouldn't recommend it, but you can do it. Play Third Strike that way.
Damn. Imagine someone pulling up on an Evo event with a Joy-Con.
Joy-Con. Not even two Joy-Con, just one little Joy-Con. Just like that guy who won Evo what 2014 with the PS1 controller that was connected into a converter into the PS4. And he won. By God, he took his rows all the way to the top. So you can't you can't you can't ignore those results. I'll bring it back. Yeah, so I finally, because I've really been wanting to try to learn a second character. As much as I love Manon, probably a bit too much, since that character also inspired me to draw again. Which, you know what, I give that a testament to Capcom's design team. They really know how to make characters. They really know how to make very appealing characters, very artful. That it made someone like me be like, I want to draw this person. So I mean, and I just having a lot of fun with Rashid, and plus I just feel different as well. I'm not like picking Ken or Luke, or want to be basic and pick Jury and be like, oh, look how, so like she's kind of like the Harley Quinn Street Fighter, although Jerry's character is actually consistent, unlike Harley's. The Either
I
way,
was thinking back on like the different characters before I was like even sure who I was gonna pick for Street Fighter 6. I was thinking to myself, maybe I should play Ken, or like I'll try DJ, but I don't know. Like charge characters were never always my thing. But man, I there is no hate to Ken. I just don't I just can't keep up with the my own side switches. Like his whole thing is like having a side switch for every single time, and then after that, as soon as you do the side switch, you have to do the special move the other way.
oh yeah,
My
and
brain can't handle that.
no. Plus, it is not. It also, and as the more you mess it up, the more it is not as fun. Also,
And also those,
hey Johnny
oh
says
yeah,
you can't.
I can't. And like I didn't like. Have you done the trials for Ken?
No, bias. No, I have not.
I feel like they're like super tight. You have to like really make sure you're doing those inputs correctly. I know some people are like, "Oh, Ken's brain dead," but like I don't know. The timing is kind of really precise on some of his things. I didn't have that much trouble with DJ when it came to like timing.
I'll give Ken's trials a shot, because I do know this. The only fighting game that has made me test my patience on timing was Street Fighter 4, and you know how strict that game was about timing.
True.
I To this day I am still stuck on a Ryu trial where all I have to do is just do 3 crouching medium punches in a row.
Yeah.
It is much harder than it sounds.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, and also hello, Miss Saren. She says, "Good evening, gentlemen." Ooh, by the way,
Hello.
by the way, Jack. Another fun thing to share. Miss Sarah and
Mhm.
I are doing an art challenge.
Oh, yeah, I did see talks about it in your Discord.
And basically, I challenged her. I challenged her to draw whatever. Pretty much the whole thing is there's a certain outfit I showed her where like, all right, I want to challenge both of us because it's also a challenge for me to draw a person wearing a specific outfit, and I'll share with you on the sources so you can see what the outfit is, and I'll share with you on the stream as well, so you folks know what the heck Sarah and I are going to be drawing. If I can find it real quick. Here it is. Here you go, Jack. Look in your sources, you'll find the image. And for the
Ooh.
stream. Alright. Go. Browse. And there we go. All right, so there's the image on the screen for you guys. So this is the outfit that Miss Sarah and I will be we're trying to draw a person, and there's no really big rules about it, and we don't really win anything. It's just something just fun for us to do. And let's hello Dr. Crow, and let's see. So it says, yeah, we're drawing scantily clad lady with lots of ruffles. I mean, I guess you could say she's scantily clad. Personally, she has too many. This model has too many clothes. Personally, let's see. But yeah, right now I have a, I guess what's
those frills are gonna be a nightmare to draw.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a nightmare. Dr. Crow says for Alex or Millie. It could be if I wanted to. As their co-creator, I probably should use my original characters at one point.
I actually had the same conversation with Marty on my Discord because I showed him my progress, mostly because of the topic it was about with the video, and he automatically assumed that I was trying to draw either Alex or Millie, specifically Alex, and I didn't realize that I made the same pose that Alex is usually in. So I'm like, oh, I mean, I guess it could be.
Yeah, but now that the idea is in the air, I might as well do that. For once, Alex and Millie will get to dress in something more refined and showy. Because Alex and Millie's two dads. Oh, it's like the Adam Sandler movie. I'm Chuck and you're Larry. Or are you Larry and I'm Chuck? Either way, one of us has to be Kevin James.
How much would a woodchuck chuck of a woodchuck could chuck wood?
The same amount of how many seashells she saw by the seashore.
As much as a woodchuck chuck of a woodchuck could chuck wood.
Peter Piper, Picker Packer, Picker Packer, Picker Pepper.
Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers.
Hello, Ghetto.
Sorry, Johnny. I sent the curse to everyone. It's a curse. You're now forced to chuck something.
Only you could check RDs on. You know what? Nah, that's too lazy. I don't want to do it.
For D's pants grip.
Just pretend I'm doing a DX cross chop. I'm Shawn Michaels doing the DX cross chop against you. But yeah, so
against him. Oh.
Oh yeah, it has to be against someone. It can't be for someone. You can't do a cross chop for someone unless you're doing it. Unless you're passing a message along. I don't want to commit to the bit, Dr. Crow. I don't feel aggro enough to say balls or nuts in a very comedic manner. Balls.
Ballsy.
Johnny Bret was always right about Sean. Oh, I wonder what that would be. But yeah. So I'll take the image. So I look forward, Miss Saren, to what you come up with this outfit. So far, I have a initial concept of basically how I want the person to pose, and already I'm like, I might have to start over because it's fine. But I'm coming to the point where I can realize that, where I'm starting to realize the posture and the posing is it's fine, but I don't like that. I don't like it to be fine. I want there to be at least either dynamic or at least natural. What I've drawn so far is not very natural looking, so I'm gonna go literally back to the drawing board and try to figure out a different pose, because I'm actually, there's a little behind the scenes, I'm using a different kind of drawing technique called the S curve. which is
Esker?
the S curve, which is to create, which is basically it's a step. For what I understand, it's kind of like it's a literal modeling posture for fashion models, where where the woman positions their body in the kind of the silhouette of an S. So it's like, or at least it has that shape. It's not like it's not like an actual S, but is in that shape. So I've actually kind of been practicing of how to do that, since I think that will be appropriate for the outfit. Johnny says, "Line of Beauty is what I'm thinking of." I'm sure it has another name. Just what I looked up, in my brief research, I saw it as an S curve, but I'm sure Line of Beauty means the exact same thing. So now and also realized, Jack, my initial drawing, the lady's not tall enough. she's so all the proportions are like, no, not tall enough for the outfit. I gotta make her taller, give her longer legs, gotta give her them Bayonetta legs. Miss Saren says, going old Hollywood with mine in both pose and hair and makeup styling. Just kind of like Marilyn Monroe at the moment. Now
I was thinking about that too.
Now Elizabeth Taylor, hussy.
Dang.
Sorry.
Johnny, you're gonna
to throw that shade.
Are you gonna take that, Johnny? Are you gonna take that?
No, that was towards Miss Saren.
Protect Miss Saren. You're not gonna protect Miss Saren.
Should have Vic Taylor instead of that bimbo Monroe. I kid. That actually would be neat to see. Now, I wonder if you'll commit to the beauty mark though. I just join in on the bullying.
I'll support him.
I'm not hostile. I'm just catty. Let's. It says I do like Elizabeth Taylor. Either way, I'm sure yours would come out very nice. There is a beauty mark? Yes. Fun fact, I also have a beauty mark, but you'll never know where it is. Jack knows though.
Why you make it sound so weird?
It's not weird.
No, you make it sound like. Never mind.
Yeah,
I'll just dig a hole. I'll just dig a hole.
It's on his head.
That was ink.
That's your brains. Sarah, what has
even Sarah? See, this is what I'm saying. The way you made it sound like.
Nah, you guys are a bunch of pervs. and even if, and this is if he hasn't, but even if he did see it, it's only because he had to save my life. That'll be the only reason.
Yep.
Yeah, that's how we roll. Johnny. He brings context to his Bret Hart comment. He says, Bret folded Sean in the bathroom for real, ripped a chunk of hair. Jim Cornette kept the hair, but lost it in his divorce. Oh, good lord. Oh, man. Oh, Johnny, did you have suck a snake bite on your
I knew it. Johnny, wait,
not yet. Not yet. But if we ever do a trip to Arizona, I'm just saying, or El Paso.
No, never. We're never going. If you ever tell me we're going to Arizona, I'm saying no, I can't. I'm sorry.
Or if you go to Las Vegas, and instead of what happened last year, I get into animal problems. You gotta suck the poison.
No. Like the next time we ever go to Vegas, we need to plan it better.
Oh, I know. Trust me, I know. As a girl says, you people are weirdos. No, I just like to have fun. I just like to have fun. Also, you spell weird wrong, you weirdo. You wiredos.
Wiredo.
Yeah, that's a terrible name for a Pokemon. Wiredos. Crow man glass house shit at the stones. Well, that's where you're
Damn.
wrong, Miss Saren. Crow's not a man. He is a bird. A bird man.
An avian.
Ghetto says, Evo run back? Not this year. Not this year. I am not in the I am not financially stable enough to do another trip like that, but I would like to return to Evo in the future.
I gotta save
Johnny
up points
says, also
again.
wait, Hack, you don't know about the Montreal screw job? I have heard of it in passing, and
Oh, what?
it's not as what you think. I've heard of it in passing, but honestly, I'm not so deep into wrestling that I actually look into what
That one.
what is the Montreal screw job. So that's on me. If that's on me, I should probably look at what that's about. It says even I know about that. Good for you. I don't know everything.
Damn.
Yeah, we can't know everything. If we did, it will be misery. It says good enough for me. All was Evo run back. Yeah, So hopefully in the future, I will love to do that again. Dr. Crow says, I'm more than a bird. I'm more than a plane. I'm a bird plane. I'm a bird plane. I'm a bird plane. Is there? Why not simply try harder? We'll see that's your first mistake, Miss Saren. You can't try harder. We must do harder. Think about that.
Screw harder.
That's only in certain situations must we screw harder, like maintenance work, making love, or getting revenge.
Actually, you can't do that in maintenance work.
Yeah,
you can't do that in maintenance work because if you do, you break it.
Not if you're dealing with some heavy nuts and bolts. That's the
amount of videos I've seen where someone.
That's we gotta get the drill dozer.
Where they skip a thread and it just snaps and then righty tighty becomes righty loosey.
Well, that's because they mess it up. Dr. Crow says the screw job is about 3 years of backstage drama bullying over the ring in front of the crowd. Interesting. Well, listen, maybe one day I'm curious enough. I'll actually look at what the heck the Montreal screw job is, and then I can finally be at the level of wrestling fans, because they're very smart people. Wrestling fans are very smart people. Very good high Q individuals. I don't know what's going with that. Anyway, I'll probably learn it at one point. Oh, but on the topic of art, actually I have here on the stream your little sketch that you did with your OC Whack Fu character, which is a compliment. Which is actually a compliment.
Oh, really? Yeah. Now that you say it, it does kind of look like Whack Fu. Huh. Cool. I didn't think about that. But yeah, I saw a video from a YouTube artist named Lion Sensei. Fairly new channel, actually. Literally, the first video was made 3 weeks ago. But this guy has been blowing up. He has 7.5k subscriber already.
Oh, nice.
It was actually a very, very informative video. Instead of doing the way I am drawing it is by the head count and shapes, the basic shapes of the
body
structure.
Oh, neat. That's kind of how the not kind of exactly how the process is for the how to draw a Marvel book that I have with your drawing should be an average height of 8.25 heads tall or something like that.
Damn, that's tall.
Well, that's if you want to draw like a full person. man or woman. But obviously, once you kind of nail down proportions and how things should be proportional in terms of the body, then you can mess around with how tall or short you want your drawing to be. So it's one of those things where you learn the fundamentals and then you can start messing with those fundamentals. But yeah,
Yeah.
really dig your drawing. How long it took you to do the full process?
It took me like 30 to 40 minutes of actually like sitting down for just the outline of the body itself. And then like another 30 to 40 minutes is just like figuring out what to like the hair, because now the big problem for me was hair. That was a big problem for me, was just hair. I'm always terrible at hair.
What? Oh, you got the disheveled look. You even got the how the Japanese call it, the ago not hageo. That's, I know that's something completely different. Whatever that word is, that's similar to ahageo, that describes this thing. Oh, you can't. I'm sorry, you guys can't see it, but like the little thread of hair that's popping up at like this at the center of what would be the, what's that called again?
Oh yeah, I call it the cowlick.
No, cowlick's something different. Cowlick is where kind of like the front of your hair is like licked up, is is licked up. So like your front bangs is left up into an arc. That's a cowlick.
Gotcha.
Now this is
Okay.
Thank you, Ghetto. He says ahoge. So that little thread of hair that pops up and kind of like the top of the head. At least in anime, that's that design trope is called an ahoge.
Oh,
And
okay.
and you got your 1980s hair bangs over here.
It's easier.
You know
It
what?
literally is just easier.
Oh, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. You know what's funny? Redraw it a bit.
Mhm.
This could totally be Link.
Huh. Linkle?
No, Link. Like, just think like Zelda
Oh,
1,
oh.
like Zelda 1 Link, or
Oh, yeah,
Majora's
you're
Mask
right.
Link.
That is true.
Just
That is true.
just get rid of the boobies. Give him a strong brawny chest.
No, make the boobs bigger.
Yeah, I would say I think the only thing of any critique, which I think you've probably already noticed, would be the left elbow.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get kind of giving like Popeye arms with like small Popeye arms, which I don't blame you. I actually as this kind of practice, I like draw like on my sketchbook like the individual kind of parts of the arm, and as a concept, I kind of get it how like the arm is shaped. But
I had more like for some reason I was more detailed with the right arm, because I was like figuring that pose out rather than the other one. So I didn't pay too much attention to the left arm.
that happens. I would say the actual, so past the elbow, I think that's actually pretty good. And for the right hand, for a very basic hand, that's actually pretty good. The only thing would be in terms of proportion is the actual arm that connects from the elbow to the shoulder. It's a bit thin. So
Yeah,
yeah, but I get.
that's the thing that is kind of tough for me to figure out.
Oh yeah, but like as just like a starting sketch, nah, it's one of those things. I kept working on it, and eventually they kind of look fine. But arms, legs, hands, and feet, limbs in general, they're taking me a while, so they'll probably take you a while.
Weirdly enough, the one thing that was also kind of tricky for me until I realized how I wanted to position the foot was that that right foot, the one that's not moving towards, but the one that's like looking towards the side. Because
yeah.
I completely forgot, because the way I had it was both the muscle was both were both looking the same direction, but the leg was looking the other way. I'm like, oh wait, that doesn't look right. And I literally was trying to like say, okay, so if the leg is like this, and okay, you would see more of the calf, and I'm like literally trying to judge it from reference shots.
Oh, this I would say the shoes, the feet don't look too bad. Only because you're not trying to draw actual feet, which are when I did that, my mom actually tried to draw her little toes. Man, I tried to cheat the heck out of those.
No, seriously, you could see where the feet are actually at, like where they curl. It's kind of erased a little bit. But I was like, should I learn how to draw toes right now? I'm like, no, I had a tough time trying to draw them hands. Let me just put in some boots around it. There we go, some boots. Yeah.
Yeah. And now you know why cartoon characters have big shoes. It's easier to draw. But yeah, I very much like it. Johnny says, I knew you had a foot fetish. No, that's Virgo. If you want someone with a foot fetish, go talk to Virgo. That's a guy with an actual foot fetish, and he is unashamed of it. No, it's just feet are interesting to draw because you of all people shouldn't actually. Johnny has definitely drawn feet. It's just something. It's just he doesn't highlight it because it's feet, and so we definitely know Johnny's not a foot fetish. Which, you know what? With this quality of art, thank God we don't need to see feet rendered that well.
4K, hyper realistic. Add in extra adjectives there. Feet.
Spending time in his room under the hot Brazilian sun, drawing feet.
You can almost see it now. It's already the middle of the night. He only drew 1 foot.
Trying to challenge it.
It's already the middle of the night. He only drew 1 foot. The air around him is humid as hell.
Stink.
Computer is spinning.
For God's sakes, no feet lines. For God's sakes, no. It's there, dear God. What have you done? Hey, Johnny accepted the challenge. He.
What challenge? He made it his own challenge.
Yeah, his challenge. He had decided that he will draw the feet. That's him. If he wants to do that, if it's drawn nice, I'll support him. But I don't endorse. But I will not endorse the message.
Next thing you know, months later, all right, guys, I'm having some issues here with my financials. Feet commissions, 0 out of 10 slots.
No, Johnny wants to make the real money. You have to draw furry art. That's where the real money is.
True. You know what? I'll start drawing furry art. Let's see how much money I can get.
You know what? You'll probably start small, but kind of like the exponential function. It starts out small and then it just blows up as you keep going.
Funny enough, when
hold on.
you say that,
Daddy says, Daddy says he already does draw furry art, and they do pay very well. Look at that. So his furry art's out there somewhere. We just gotta find it.
You don't know how happy and also how sad you would be when you see a person that you commissioned before for a art piece. I was looking back. I got curious, and I looked back at the person that did my overlays for my Twitch, and I looked back at her commissions. Not really because I wanted to change anything, but just because I was just curious at how she's doing. I'm happy for her, but at the same time, I'm sad for myself because I will never be able to buy anything from her again. Not because of any drama, but she got so much demand that she had to raise her prices up. And base price, I think the lowest one was like $200 or $300.
Oh boy!
For like a starter pack.
Damn.
I paid like around half that price when I first did my my commission.
We know what good for that artist. She knows her value, but also
Exactly.
got they.
Yeah. So that's why it's like always like it's so nice to see them succeed, but then it's also damn, I can't use them again because I don't have the money.
They went past my tax bracket. Damn it.
Yeah.
I gotta put in more overtime.
Yeah.
Johnny says, good luck with that. Don't have to signature on them. I don't need your signature, Johnny. Your art is I should believe I recognize your art style well and your coloring. It is very unique to you. So I'm not saying I'm gonna look for it, but I am saying if the day comes I find some suspicious furry art with very familiar coloring, I'll know who it is. Yeah, Ghetto says you realize you want the big money, the big fat money, big fat cash. From furry art, you gotta draw super degenerate stuff. Oh yeah, I'm aware. I am extremely aware. But you know that's.
What do you think about the people that that sell mecha art?
I have no opinion.
Do you think they make a lot of money?
Not in this country.
True, not in this country, but man, like the amount of times that I see some commission or like some artists that want to commission, the amount of times I see their stuff, they're like they have their dues, their yes and their no's, and like some of them for the no's like don't is can't draw furry, lolly,
no gore,
no mechas.
You know why they don't want to draw
mechas?
You know why they don't want to draw mechas?
They're complicated as hell.
Nah, they don't want to take out the what's that what's that ruler? No, it's not really a ruler, but it's a thing you use for angles.
Protractor.
They don't want to take out the protractor. That's why they don't want to get their compass pencils.
Yeah, like damn.
Johnny says people are just afraid of machinery. The French curve. Oh! So the French claim that now, do they? Those frog-eating bastards. Anyways, what else are they trying to get them as theirs? Gil says, understand no mecha, but some classes of mecha are just dudes. But yeah, I could see that. He says, look at Mazinger Z and get a robo and tell me those aren't just guys. Ooh, you know what? I would love to. If my art really improves one day, I would love to draw Kashern. Or Kashan. How do you pronounce that character? For the people who know who I'm talking about, is it Kashern or Kashan? I've heard both ways, and I don't know how the Japanese call them. All I know is, Jack, that if you want a great character, give him a pet robot dog, because that is peak design. Peak. You can never go wrong with a robot dog. You get a robot dog.
True.
Add him to your Twitch.
Yep, that'll be a third mascot. I'll give it to Alex and Millie.
Yeah, Alex and Millie and their pet robot dog, Goddard.
Oh no.
Jimmy.
No. Got a blast.
Got a blast. It says depends on how he says both pronunciations, but depends on how weeb you are. I'll just call it Kashan, Kashan, because that's how I heard it pronounced in the Tatsunoko versus Capcom game. So that's my headcanon. I should try out that game. But then again, Jack, can you loan me $100 so I can buy a Nintendo Wii from the thrift store?
No.
Damn. Okay, how about $50 so I can get a Wii controller, a good one? I'll let you use it on the weekends.
Damn it! Well, actually, Wait, I can't use it on the weekend.
Exactly.
No.
Darn, my plans foiled, ruined. I shall return.
That almost got me. You have no idea how close that almost got me.
If it wasn't for you
like,
and that meddling robot dog.
Be like, I'm on Saturday. Oh boy, can't wait to wait a minute.
Wait a minute here. I'm not home on the weekend. Dr. Cruz no hack not allowed to have anything. Oh damn. Oh well, I can't have this channel anymore. Who wants to be the new hack? But you have to be called new hack. You can't just be called hack. Well, I'll accept.
No, neo hack.
No, that's too hard. No, that's too much. New hack is better. New hack swing, maybe. You can call it new hack swing. Dr. Crow says that'll be in the new hack. Hack 2.0.
Hack Xrd.
Hack Xrd. Hack Strive. You know, I just realized. I wonder if Guilty Gear Xrd is called that because they couldn't call it Guilty Gear XXX. I think that might be some false advertising. Johnny says, I don't really want to be hack at all. Well, I don't want to be a Johnny. Think about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, got him. Dr. Crow says hack supreme. Check out hack maximum impact regulation H. Hack ultimate edition.
Ultra hack
game of the year edition.
Ultra hack championship game of the year edition.
Hack Ultra hack game of the year edition featuring Dante from the Devil May Cry series. And Knuckles. Oh, I love that meme. I hope it comes back. Just like how the Simpsons, that's how the Simpsons came back on X, and then apparently this could be fake. Apparently, a bunch of Zoomers couldn't understand or plan the H joke, which I find I find, in the great words of Mr. Spock, fascinating. Very fascinating. These new kids don't know humor. I would say TikTok out of their brain, but I think it was rotten before the TikTok. I blame the iPad. I blame YouTube kids and their Spider-Man and Elsa videos. That's the true culprit.
I blame them, what were they called? Auditory or visual stimulation? Something? I don't remember what they're called. But they're like dancing bananas and dancing fruit.
Got it. We'll blame the Teletubbies. And
nah, the Teletubbies had something. Blame the boobas.
No.
Remember the boobas?
No. I know who to blame. The people who started this had the greatest impact in the world. My arch nemesis. The Wiggles. We must destroy
fruit salad.
We must destroy
yummy.
We must destroy the Wiggles, Jack.
Fruit salad. Yummy, yummy.
All right, we're going to crowdfund a trip to Australia, and we're going to finally destroy those damn Wiggles. They're the reason why the world is the way there is. They are not harmless, Dr. Crow. Don't they see what they've done? They promote unsafe driving with their big red car, and they promote animal relations with Mr. Octopus. We must destroy the Wiggles.
Miss Theron knows about the boobas. She knows about the boobas. Yes, they're terrifying.
What is this boobas? I hope when I type that, I'll accidentally get boobs, which won't be a bad thing.
Type it exactly how she says it, like right there, exactly like that, with the H in there.
All right, I'm looking at it. What's a booba? Give me a booba.
That's me every single day. Give me a booba. Give me.
I do not recognize these things, but they look.
They're in the PBS channel, and my God. So I remember when I was a kid, I was trying to watch Teletubbies as like a toddler, and then this came up, and I thought it was like a prequel to Teletubbies,
So,
and they just kept spinning and jumping and spinning and jumping. And I'm like, where's the rest of it?
so here are the boobas. I'm showing it on the stream, and yeah, that's a booba. I honestly I got no comment, but I need to show it for context.
Look at the opening. The opening is weird.
I'd rather not. You know what? The less I watch them, the better. You know what? I found a new nemesis. We will destroy the boobas. I will join forces with the Wiggles to destroying the boobas. we must utilize their Australian strength to defeat our real enemy. This is the arc of the story where the heroes and villains team up to fight a greater threat.
The boobas.
Exactly.
And not the good kind either.
No, definitely not the good kind. Dr. Cross, I prefer real boobs, bruh. You want some
boobs?
Boobs.
Real boobs, bruh.
You want some real boobs, Dr. Crow? Here's some boobs. Here's some boobs for you. You can stare at that.
Sounds like you're trying to say brewskis. Here's some real brewskis for you. Some boobs.
Slip of the tongue.
Oh, they need to be bigger. All right, bet I'll make them bigger. I'll draw digitally. See if I can make them bigger.
Oh, that reminds me. I've only shared on my Discord server because honestly, it's just not a good drawing of mine. But I did attempt to to draw a lady with a very I guess a very southern way of putting it. She's very blessed in the chest region. God bless her.
Mm-hmm.
I did attempt I did attempt that, and it makes me appreciate artists like Johnny who really understand the female form from an artistic standpoint, because boy, is it very tricky to make them a good size but also appealing. And I did the best I could, and probably gave her. I think I probably should have given her different hair, but whatever. I like my bowl cuts. You will never take that away from me. Wait, not bowl cuts. Oh, I'm stupid. No, not Mo Howard. I'm stupid. No, the bobs. There you go. A bob. It didn't look like a bob though, if I'm perfectly honest. I gotta learn how to draw a bob. You know, I gotta find. You know what? I gotta look up all these pictures of Betty Brant from the Daily Bugle. How to draw a bob.
Let me see. Betty Brant.
Yeah,
oh, that.
The bobs and the veganas.
Okay,
pictures
I
of me. Am I a bob? I don't get it. Oh, I think
we're all bobs.
Miss Stern says I screwed up. They're bigger than her head. That's always amusing. Yeah, listen, I don't like it, but you know, I finished what I started, and plus it was a good inking exercise. But yeah, so I'm not sharing that. I'm not sharing that one publicly. It's just not good. But you know what? I gotta make a lot of bad art for make some good art.
Hey, Lee.
Let's see. Joy says that sounds pretty big. You know what? I think it's a. How put this? I think early on when I was drawing that, I realized that oh no, they actually are kind of too big, so I had to work around that shape, and the drawing. I ended up making the woman a bit thicker than I would like, but still tasteful, I guess. You know, she's a lady with a is a lady you'll like to hold on a cold winter day. I'll put it like that. Dr. Crow says, but I'm not in the Discord. That's right. After some things, I think a few years ago, I just kind of forgot to invite you back. If you want to, Dr. Crow, I can invite you back. I can invite you back on. If you're sincere, just DM me, and I can put you back on my Discord if you wish to. Otherwise, I can just contact you on yours or whatever. So yes, Jack, if you try to draw the big boobs, it's gonna be a little tricky.
I will see. I will look at all the reference shots.
Oh, yeah,
Look at all the reference shots at night.
At night.
At night.
With
Just all the reference shots.
When I look at boobs, it's only at night. with my shades on, my with my sunglasses on. Chinese is a lady, even white boys got a shuffle. Okay, she ain't that. Okay, you're not talking about that. She ain't as the Muso Fist of the North Star game has gave me the right word for this. She is not corpulent. That is the best way to say that. She is not corpulent.
I don't trust the people that wear sunglasses at night. I'm sorry, Dr. Crow.
Yeah, there's a whole song about it. Dang it! Now I'm thinking of a completely different 80s song. Hey Jack, you ever heard of a song called "Dirty Laundry" by Don Henley?
I have not, but also side comment, Johnny. That man did not spend 7 years in freaking medical school to just be called Mr. Crow, man. It's Mr. Dr. Crow, man.
Yeah. Yeah, but fortunately he's a bad teacher, so don't call him professor. Just Mr. Doctor. Dr. Mr. or Mr. Doctor. Either one.
Or Dr. Mr. Doctor.
Dr. Crow just let me in the disc use something funny and slightly racist insult. You hear that, Jack? Dr. Crow called me. Hold on. Look for the right word. Called me a what's a good word? I'm trying to look for a good word. Good word. He called me a tortilla. Not a tortilla, he called me a tortilla. How dare he?
I remember when we used to at our old high school, there was a gym teacher that I don't know if he said that ironically or unironically, but he said that. I think it was ironically. I'm pretty sure.
Hopefully. But I also learned that in Britain they call tortillas tortillas.
Yeah, because they don't know a friggin' Spanish word if it hit them upside the head.
Just one more reason to hate the British.
I would like a little bit more of the guacamole, please.
Oh God, don't remind me. Oh God. Wait, does that mean that they actually call it vaginas?
Some of them do.
Oh my God! Now that Family Guy joke makes it all better.
And also, we're gonna have a baking contest, and we're gonna make a tres leches cake, but it needs to have at least 4 layers.
Oh, I thought you were gonna go with we're gonna get a gluten-free tres leches cake.
Well, even then,
all the rage. You got to make things gluten-free. Miss Saren, your art's got to be gluten-free.
But even then, I mean, you can't layer a tres leches. You just can't.
Not with that attitude.
And then, like, every single one of them was having the issue of, like, our cakes are falling apart. I wonder why.
Oh man.
And then the worst thing of all is like the one of the judges is like, you see right there, your tres leches is spilling all over the plate. It's not good. You put too much moisture in it. Like, no, that is a good tres leches. That is how it's supposed to be.
Well, personally, there's no such thing as a good tres leches. That's just my personal opinion.
That's just because you got tired of it.
I got tired of it from day one.
Damn.
Exactly.
Then yeah, you just don't like them.
I don't like it. Oh my god, Miss Sarah's sending Racy that YouTube blocked it. Ooh. Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh, what the?
Ooh.
Let me see.
Miss Sarah is wearing them high heels right now. Them devilish high heels. She's gonna walk up to you, take him off, and stab you in the eye like that one movie. I'm pretty sure it's a movie where someone did that. If not, we have to make it. I have to shoot a scene where a woman walks to a man, takes off her shoes, and stab him in the eye with the high heel.
You know, my favorite tres leches design someone made in that British cook-off was a freaking tres leches with an Aztec temple and then like some other crap around the edges. I don't remember it, but it fell like down the middle and onto the side.
Oh, I see. I see.
I mean, of course.
Doing. Yeah.
Of course, it can't.
The milk of the innocent. Also.
Oh no! Like literally, the whole cake fell.
Also, hold on. Miss Evans says all my art is gluten free and vegan. You're welcome. Ew. You lost me at gluten. Also, Johnny says make it non-dairy somehow. Easy. Just make it a tres leches cake with coconut milk, almond milk, and more almond milk. Is pecan milk a thing? Is that a thing?
No, I don't think so. But they're literally all water, anyways. And to be fair, that I think that would be a terrible tres leches. If you didn't like the moisture on a regular tres leches, you're gonna have a puddle with the other one.
Also, Dr. Crow is having a good night, and he says he must sleep because he works because he's a corpo. Dr. Crow being a damn corpo. When you're gonna break away and become a rat, and what's the cyberpunk slang?
Don't worry.
It'll come to me. But
don't worry, Lori will keep your Dr. channel Crow's safe.
Yeah. Not unless Pixity takes care of it first.
That is true.
She has a good job of stealing Dr. Crow's account. He says, if I don't work, I can't pay Johnny to draw belly dances for me. That's very specific. But still, good night, Crow. Larry is a. I know it's Laurie, but she spelled it like it's Larry. The cucumber? Miss Sarah, what did you do to Larry the cucumber? He is a national icon. Dr. Crow.
You turned into a legit robot.
Laura,
no.
And it was scary. Well, she got too powerful. Shut her down, boys. Shut her down.
VTuber Skynet.
That's how he spelled it. Oh wow. So Laurie spelled Larry. Well, Dr. Crow did only read one book, so it makes sense. Johnny's sent the cucumber to a woman's prison. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
It became a pickle.
Ew. Ew. I think that's the nastiest joke ever made so far.
Yep.
How's it going, you Miss A? You went to the farmers market, supporting your local farmers. Good on you. There's no joke to that. No, that's good. You should do that. Why you gotta keep account of your cucumbers for, though? You don't have to tell us that, Miss Aaron. If either you have cucumbers or you don't. Not unless you really got rid of your crow's feet. There's a joke in there somewhere. Guys, you gringos eat too much canned food. Eat too much canned food. Do we? Do I personally? What's the last thing I ate in a can?
The last thing I ate in the can was Spam.
Yeah, but spam. You know, that's food. That's emergency food. So you know.
I don't know. The whole kids eat them a lot too. I mean, I wouldn't really call it emergency. I just think it's food.
Daddy says eat healthy. You know, speaking of eating healthy, you know what Jack? You know what I watched yesterday as I was doing my initial sketch for the art challenge.
What?
I saw a documentary that was a response to the now heavily debunked documentary from years ago, the Super Size Me.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, I saw it was from 2012, so it's a 12-year-old documentary now. About pretty much it was a guy who's, I think he's a journalist, and pretty much basically his rebuttal against all the points made in the Super Size Me documentary, and highlighting how pretty much that all the things that were said within that documentary is either false, misleading, and purposefully well, they're falsely misleading on purpose in order to push an agenda. And plus that the fact that the person who created that documentary, Super Size Me, was not forthcoming about their health status as to why they were experiencing a lot of problems when they went on their just fast food diet.
I mean, of course, like it's very annoying for me because like watching, or not watching it now, but like remembering it back, how it was back then to now, the whole thing was, the guy, wasn't he like pretty much
Johnny, you
primarily vegetarian?
You're mad
in some way. If I'm correct,
he never called it
primarily vegetarian.
He didn't call himself that, but his girlfriend or wife, I think girlfriend, she was, and so she would always feed him vegan food. So that was his diet mostly of. But prior to that, he was an alcoholic.
That's another thing too.
Yeah.
But like, what I hated about this whole thing is the fact that they got rid of that portion size because of this man going, well, I'm gonna be like any other American that comes in here, and when they ask me if I want to supersize it, I'll say yes. Like, no, not every person is gonna automatically say yes, and if they do, it's probably because that's their only meal for that day.
Yeah. Like I said, let me actually send, if you're curious, let me actually find the actual title of the video, because this documentary that's a rebuttal. He goes into a lot of points about a lot of the claims made in the Super Size Me documentary, which unfortunately I don't know on the top of my head, but it was all fascinating to hear. And not only that, there was eventually later on the documentary. Gosh, I'm pronouncing it like a Brit. It does go into actually kind of with a real culprit, which I think is probably now more accepted, is that the thing that's actually making Americans obese and having heart problems and their blood sugar is oils and carbs and not fat.
Not just that, it's literally the infrastructure of like everything in America.
Oh, get us.
British, except and like other Europeans are like, oh, these Americans, they're so fat. They don't do anything. They don't walk around. I'm like, well, have you tried walking from your house to the nearest Walmart, which will probably be like 30 30 minutes at the earliest, and probably in our area, probably like 40 minutes because of the roads.
No, no, I love you. Americans are just a. What accent am I doing?
Australian a bit.
Oh, God, no, the. Or now you're Americans, I'll put you just fat ass. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Sharon.
Perfect.
Yeah, I just went with Ozzy.
But like that's the thing. Like,
Oh God, imitating Ozzy Osbourne was killing me.
but like that's the thing. It's so annoying. People like I remember when you and I went to Evo. Uh, I have never walked so much in my life until that day. I walked pretty much everywhere. Keep in mind, yes, it was in like within a hotel, air conditioned and all that stuff. But when I came back home, I actually lost like 10 to 15 pounds
Uh, but
because I was walking so much.
that happened to me too when I went to Japan. I lost a good amount of weight with all the walking I had to do, since that was the only way uh to really travel around, at least in the Tokyo metro areas. Also, I put it into the chat. The rebuttal documentary is called Fathead. So check it out on your own leisure. Not too long of a documentary. It's about an hour and 44 minutes, and just check it out if you got some time to spare. He also walked so much this weekend. He got cramps. That's cramps. Oh boy. Oh, I know that. Right, so walking is good.
Walking is
very
good.
good.
Yes, Johnny,
It
it
very
is good.
Yes.
The only problem is in here is that it's probably too hard to walk anywhere because the America is not pedestrian safe.
Oh no,
Like
we are
you can
a.
literally I can literally look at where my nearest Walmart's at. No, I could look at like the nearest, like let's say uh game store. I'll look at the nearest game store. It's across the street. The problem is across the street is me having to go through a freaking freeway, highways,
Or motorway, depending on where you live.
yeah, and there is no actual like crosswalks between them because the crosswalk is gonna take you around. I literally remember I saw this one crosswalk when I was looking at Google Maps. It didn't take me like a straight here point A to point B. It took me from point A. I had to go around this freeway, then through an overpass, underneath some other sections of the crosswalk, and then to my destination just for walking.
Yeah, and plus our city is notorious for, no, not our city, our state, the great state of Texas is notorious for how awful the drivers are.
Where do you
And
live? Hot Wheel City? I mean, that's pretty much all of America.
no, that's Detroit.
Like the problem is like unless if you live downtown
Yeah, or
inside the inner hubs of a city,
yeah,
you're not gonna be walking much.
yeah. If you actually live within the city, then yeah, it's more viable to walk around everywhere. But Jack and I don't. We live outside. We live outside of the city, and so we have to drive. We have to drive to to all of our destinations. Now, some of us are lucky. Like I know I'm lucky. I'm lucky enough that there is neighborhoods where I live that I can safely walk around to get in my steps. And plus, the job I do have requires me to be in my feet all day. So I'm always walking, climbing, jumping, skiing, shooting, all that stuff.
Damn, what kind of
Two, two,
repairs do you have to do to shoot something?
two of those verbs were lies. You can decide which one.
Ah, yes, the jumping and skiing.
You're close. But yeah, Josh is okay, James Bond. Hey, I mean, in a way, the work I do goes unnoticed, just as James Bond. Oh, technically his work should get unnoticed, but he likes to be in it. He's an attention whore. But yeah, it's but anyways, kind of what Sarah was describing when she's the comment about her in the zoo pass. You know, there are ways for us to safely walk around, but it's never but for most Americans, it's never in a convenient place, and sometimes the places that we live in aren't the best to walk around in. So it's just it's the realities of living in America, and that's probably the few things that countries outside of the U.S. um have over our country. But at the same time, uh, but at the same time, it doesn't mean that we don't have walkable roads or places at all. They do exist. They just exist in very metropolitan areas. And unless Jack and I were making big money, like big money, money you can snort through your bum, we're not going to be doing that anytime soon.
Hell, even then, I wouldn't even live in downtown.
Downtown.
You already saw what happened, and it's not saying as a jab, but like it's the reality. Like a random gust of wind can potentially blow out your whole room.
Yep, and and you know what? To give a better idea, this will kind. Let's see.
Oh, wait. Let me see.
No, I'll use a different example, or maybe. Okay. I'll put it this way. Let's just say the state of our inner city, even back then, even back then, is in such a decrepit state that you can film a RoboCop movie there.
Look at this one. I'm gonna. This is a very good example. This is Dallas.
Let's see, sources or.
Yeah, it's in sources.
Okay. Oh. Oh god. That's an. Here, I'll show it to the fine folks.
We're showing you Dallas. Their famous, one of their famous highways.
There you go. Let's see, and there you go. Here is the Dallas Highway. A whole bunch of this is an intersection.
By the way, fun fact, some of those things are so high, they're as high as I think it was 15 floors.
Oh good lord, that's too jeez, I hate that.
For those that don't know what a floor is, think of like
levels.
So basically it's like an easy math would be 17 times 10, so 170 feet up in the
air. Oh, Johnny, so you should fix that wiring. It's all tangled up. Home of the Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys, yep. That is. Yep. Yeah, and luckily our city doesn't have highways this bad, but you know, we got our own highway problems.
I mean, it could be worse. It could be I forgot which city it was.
Could be Los Angeles.
There was a city pretty much. No, well, yeah, that too. But I was gonna say like there's a city in the right on the border between Canada and themselves, and it has a famous exit. It's the exit of no return. Because as soon as you take that exit, if you take it by accident, you cannot go back. Because you just stepped into Canada soil.
Ah, well, that's stupid.
Yep.
Well, I wonder how many people make that mistake. Oh boy. Yeah.
Imagine I bet you the amount of freaking truck drivers making that mistake. Oof.
Oh yeah. But you know what? In spite of all that, in spite of that, I still enjoy the city we live in. It has been kind to me, and I'm not saying I can see myself moving anywhere. I probably will one day, but is not. But I'm not ready to be like, oh, I gotta get out of this city. I'm just a small town girl.
I'm just a small town girl. And then I went to the city. Now I don't know what to do.
I met a city boy. Took the midnight train. Anyway. Oh, that's a problem. There is no midnight trains. I don't think we have any midnight trains here. No, that's only a New York thing.
Yep.
Anyway,
Fun fact. In Japan, the trains will stop at midnight.
Johnny says, go anywhere but here." He says. The siren said there was an exit here that went towards Tulsa. They finally built a turnaround, but for years there were no exits for like an hour. So if you actually took the exit, you were in for a trek. Johnny says, I already stopped believing. Well, that's big. Well, you know what, Johnny? You may have stopped believing, but guess what? The wheel in the sky keeps on turning, and you don't know, how long it will go, because the wheels in the sky keeps on turning.
No, are you gonna say the wheels in the sky go around and
No, that's the
round and
best. That's the best, man. No, I'm quoting another Journey song.
the wheels in the sky go round and round
Round and round.
all through the night.
He goes, Josh says, I can't hold on to that loving feeling, man. Well, you know what? When the day you can voluntarily leave Brazil and see the rest of the world, maybe it might give you some perspective. And never say never. It could happen. It could. Not saying it will, but it could. And I didn't think I can go. I don't think I'll never step foot in Japan, but I did. For the grace of God, I did. And around Christmas time too, so I got to see it on a very special time of the year. And I'll probably,
Really? There was actually things to do in Christmas over there? Because I heard the opposite when it came to Christmas.
I mean, if it's like the week of Christmas, not Christmas Day.
Well, like that's what I meant. Like that they actually have events.
Yeah.
I'm like trying to figure out like when's a good time to go to Japan. That's why.
Anytime that's not the summer, because the summer is blazing hot.
Oh, that too. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah. But if you want to go to see Mount Fuji, do not go in the winter.
I probably would never go to see Mount Fuji
Oh
anymore
no,
since they.
you should no. I'm not saying you should go on
Well,
the trek,
no,
but
no, no, no. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. They banned some. They banned like a certain spot for tourists.
well, whatever that spot.
I don't know if there's like another alternative way, but like there's a lot of spots that have been that tourists have been doing bad things on that they're just banning them in certain areas. So I'm gonna have to do like double the research.
At the same time, the Mount Fuji region is extremely big, so that could be a minority of places where they do that.
Yeah.
Either way. I think it'll be worth seeing a mountain, and you just be a good sovereign citizen. You ain't they ain't gonna bother you.
Man, Although I do gotta say, I will want to see Mount Fuji, mostly because like if you ever, for anyone, this is for anyone too. If you ever gone to Monterrey,
Ah, yes,
the mountains over
which is
there.
in Mexico for those folks who don't know.
Mm-hmm. It's in Mexico. The the mountains are beautiful.
Um,
I love them. It looks so nice.
I would like to go there. Like majority of my family comes from Monterrey, so it'd be nice to actually go to my motherland.
It'll be nice to go to the random family that's the family's neighbor, but they're the ones that sell some stuff in there. Like I literally went into someone's house and bought some chips and I like an ice cream from their fridge. It's it just has this kind of weird feeling that like this is this is normal. Like not in the sense of like say like this feels normal. I don't know why, but it feels normal.
Uh, Ghetto, Johnny, answer your questions. Ghetto, did I get Japanese KFC? Yes, I did, and
How is it?
it was delicious. You
Ooh.
know, it was it it could have been the fact that I was in another country or whatever that might have been a part of it to why I thought it was good, but I ate the whole chicken down to the bone and the sides, and it was a delicious meal. So there you go.
Did anyone go, "Oh, sugoi desu ne.
No,
Oishi." From
I,
one of your like one
no,
of your
no. People are very no, no. I know it's a joke, yes, but people in Japan are very reserved, so they're
Oh
not
no, I'm
gonna
talking about
bother.
the your classmates, not them.
Oh no, no. But
Like
you know
trying to
what?
show off their Japanese.
Actually, you know what? I'll say this because it's true. I actually did go to a KFC in Japan
Hmm.
and ate a meal with the group I was a part of, and actually ate a meal with two young black women. So yeah, there you go.
Hell yeah.
Interpret that as you will.
Hell yeah.
Hey, hey.
Say HAC JAC game.
Let's see. And Johnny Dice at the panties vending machines. No, I did see a lot of vending machines, and they mostly sold the same thing, which was the only soda being Coke, and maybe the Rasune, what's that called again?
Ramune.
There we go, that thing. Water, an assortment of teas, and an assortment of coffee, and that's about it. Uh,
Also, like, what kind of person will actually want to buy panties from the vending machine?
um,
I mean, okay,
the one who
don't answer it because
the well, you
we
gotta
know
keep
who it is.
no, we gotta keep it. Well, we gotta remember that people is a detail people forget that's a gag item. It's not actual panties. Like it's not actual use panties.
No, 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 no. You're there is actual things like that. They're not in vending machines that you'll see blatantly out in the streets. You're gonna have to go into some side corners, some side alleys, some hidden alleys to go and find them. But there are some.
Probably like yeah, but then that's kind of seeking it out because in those places you'll be like in red light districts, and at that point
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna go into. Like
and
basically,
that point you know what you're looking for.
but yeah, that was the point I was gonna get into. Like, I doubt Hack was actually trying to seek out the red light districts and go into like asking every single local in there, like, do you know where the goods are? You know
Yeah,
where the goods are?
I was though when I was in Akihabara or Akiba as it's colloquially called. Uh, I a a worker in a maid outfit did approach me, hand me a business card and a tissue, just advertising their little maid cafe. Majority of the group I was with, they went on like, oh, maid cafes. I had no interest in going to maid cafe. In fact, the concept of it and the kind of the performance the employees have to do, I find that very uncomfortable. So I was like, no,
I
I want to go to a place that actually eat food, not to get a performance, and not to get a performance for something that is kawaii or whatever.
I agree with that sentiment because as much as I like a lot of like anime merch and stuff like that, I do not want to do level beam at my eggs. I just want to eat my eggs in peace. Sure, you can draw a cute cat on my eggs. That's fine. You can draw a cute cat on the. Although yes, Johnny, the
Actually,
Muscle Girl Cafe though, that one sounds like I heard of it. I want to go to that one though.
I wouldn't go there either. If I want to go
Why
to
not?
because if I want to go to
Well,
a
here's the thing.
cafe, I go to a cafe.
Well, here's the thing.
Uh huh.
Discounts. You know how I am with discounts.
Oh dear lord.
They say if you can do, you literally can. All you need to do is some butterfly presses, and you can get a discount depending on how many you do. It's perfect. It's perfect.
Also, but also I do not like ketchup on my eggs, so I would also request them to not do that if I was forced into that scenario. Let's
Oh, but
see.
there
Yeah.
is one place I want to go to that has
Oh, hold on.
mhm.
Sarah says, where's my sense of adventure? I actually did go on a solo adventure. I was in Japan when I got to have some time away from the group I was a part of, and I'll leave it at that. It was a it was a very personal adventure, but I'm glad I did it, and it was very revealing about a certain aspect of Japanese society that I was very interested in. But I'll leave it at that because it's not too much of a fun topic. There you go. I do have a sense of adventure, just not for maid cafes or any type of theme cafes.
There are a few themed cafes I do want to go into. That Muscle Cafe that did sound interesting. There is one that's well, actually, it's not really a cafe, but it has a gimmick to it, and it's I think it's in Osaka, where basically if you want to, you can. You do not have to. But if you want to have fun in this restaurant, you can be able to fish your own fish for your meal.
Neat.
Like they'll have a bunch of fish. Like there's a lot of fish in this pool in the center. There would be like little fishing poles. You could just grab one, throw it in, and then like catch the fish you're gonna get. And I'm assuming pretty much it's gonna go quickly because there's so many fish in there, and you could just as long as you know how to play around with the pole, you'll probably get one quick. If not, they'll just grab one for you. It doesn't really matter. But that one sounds fun.
Actually, that actually does sounds fun. I wouldn't mind to do some fishing like that and get to eat it later. Oh man. Oh,
Also, have what about the noodle one? Like like the cold soba noodles where they'll just like run it down a stream of cold water.
I never ate that. The only thing close to that is those sushi conveyor belts. I did try one of those.
Gotcha. Yeah,
Like
I have a lot of restaurants I want to go to.
Johnny says we go fishing, throw beads at people. All right, I think it's about time we start closing things off for the show. It is getting late. It is getting my time for me to hit the sack, as we say it in America. So Jack, do you have anything you would like to announce for this coming week?
So tomorrow I will not be streaming. I am going to go out. Well, first I need to go to my doctor's appointment, and then I'll go out. Hopefully, everything comes out fine. Other than that, uh, I'll see what I'll be doing on Wednesday. Thursday, Friday will be the same as usual. Also, I did pass my both of my classes, so I'm happy about that. Even though I still don't like the professor for what he did, but I
Hey,
actually passed them.
yeah, let that be in the past. Let that be in the past. But hooray! Hooray. All right. And as for me, so good news. The first off, the script for this for the Satan video is halfway done. I got a huge chunk of writing done over the weekend, so there is progress on that front. Once I finish with this other half, which I'll see how long it will take me to write that. I'll then start revising and then finally move on to the recording aspect of the video, audio recording, I should say. And as well, I'm officially caught up on the current Ultimate Spider-Man series. So I will be doing so I decided that I will be doing periodic updates of the series every 3 issues. So despite the fact that issue 5 is coming up this month, and I think about actually next week, because a lot of these books are going to be reprinted in a trade paperback, which usually collects 6 issues at a time. I think it would be better just to kind of do an update on that series every 3 issues. So I will also be concurrently working on a short video on my thoughts on the first 3 issues of Ultimate Spider number 1, 2, 3. And then when issue 6 comes out, then you hear my thoughts on 4 through 6. So that's what I'm planning moving forward on how to share my thoughts on that particular series. And this weekend I will be streaming. Because Akuma will be released for Street Fighter 6 along with the huge balance patch update for the game, which hopefully is a lot of good stuff for Manon. I pray to God there is good. She just give her some good stuff. I will be playing more Street Fighter 6 this weekend and as well trying out Akuma and seeing his story and doing trials, all of that fun stuff. Maybe even take him online. Don't forget music pack. I'll have to inform me on that later, Ghetto, because I'm not sure what you mean by music pack.
Oh, I think I seen that one on Street Fighter thing. Yeah.
Oh, you get to. Oh, is it like a? Oh, they're adding like a jukebox mode for Street Fighter 6, like how Tekken has it, where you can choose
It
which.
has like a bunch of different music packs for like Third Strike, 5 and 4.
Oh, okay, I see. So stuff for like the. So okay, I get you now. All right,
Mhm.
and yep, that will be it. So let me put an appropriate song. I would like to just play this one. So thank you once again for joining us on episode 183 of the HAC JAC Show. We thank everyone who watched the live show and who'll be watching the replay of this episode. Appreciate the lively conversation in the chat. I'm glad we had to cover many topics and as well have a fun time for this Monday night. So until then, we will see you guys together the next time, hopefully next Monday for episode 184. And this is HAC and JAC. Sign out.
Goodbye, everyone.